Today, everyone is talking about AI agents, but what can you actually use AI agents for? In this video, I'm going to show you 3 very practical ways to use AI agents to automate your daily life. We will not talk about buzzwords, fluff, or AI theory, just a very clear step-by-step tutorial on exactly how to build and use AI agents in 3 practical ways that are actually helpful for your daily life. I will show you exactly how to set up these agents in a way that is actually easy. Many people will hear building AI agents and they imagine that it requires some very complex AI coding skills, connecting APIs to MCP servers and everything like that. And you could certainly do that, but today I will show you a very easy way to achieve the same thing with no coding whatsoever. And my goal is that by the end of this video, you will have a very clear understanding of what AI agents are, what you can do with them, and hopefully some inspiration for specific things that you could build right now to actually use AI agents to benefit your daily life. But first, we need to briefly talk about what are AI agents and how do they differ from just an LLM. So the term AI agents can sound a bit fancy, but in reality, it's very, very simple. The way I want you to think about it is that an AI agent is simply an AI that can take actions. So let's say you want to check the price of a flight for a specific route. If you ask an AI chatbot to do this, it can give you a text response telling you how you can check it, but it can't actually go and check the prices. However, an AI agent can connect to a tool with flight prices for specific routes and dates and actually check it and then give it to you. An AI agent can connect to your WhatsApp or Telegram and then give you the information there. Then go check the price autonomously on a regular interval and send it to you via WhatsApp automatically at any interval that you choose. That is in all its simplicity what AI agents are, and of course you could build all of this manually using code by connecting to all of these tools. However, luckily we have tools available to us that have taken care of all this infrastructure for us, and one of these, and I believe the best one, is Base 44, which is what we're going to be using in this video. Specifically, we're going to be using Base 44's super agent feature and actually teamed up with Base 44 to make this video, as I think they provide a really easy way for beginners to build AI agents in a way that makes the setup really intuitive. So you can check them out from the first link below to get started. So we're going to get started straight away with the first idea, which is a personal email agent. And getting started with it is extremely simple. You're just going to go to base44.com and then you're going to click on start building. And in case you don't have an account, you're going to make one. And eventually you're going to end up on this page where you've got this app section on the left that you can use to create applications. But we are not going to do that here. We're going to create AI agents. And to do that, you're going to click on this agent tab over here. So I've already got a couple of agents in here. So I'm just going to click on create new agent in here. And then it's going to ask you what kind of agent would you like to create, a personal assistant or a business assistant. So in this case, it's going to be more a personal assistant. So I'm going to select that. And then if you want to, for your application, you can connect it to Google or Microsoft. So for this one, I'm actually going to connect this AI agent to my Gmail because I want it to be able to see my emails, respond to them, essentially highlight me any important emails and things like that. But if that's not relevant to you, you can just skip over here. But we're going to connect this over here. You're going to select the account and continue. Now we are connected. And here it's going to suggest to me some potential actions. You can tick these if you want. I'm just going to not select any of these here because I'm going to do this manually. And then we're going to get into this window over here. So what I'm going to tell it to build here is to use the Gmail connector to build an agent which scans my emails, identifies messages requiring a reply or action, and allows me to set reminders to respond, gives daily summary, etc. So I'm just going to get that started. So essentially, I don't need to know anything about what's happening behind the scenes. I am going to explain what is happening behind the scenes in a moment, but this is how easy it is. And while it is building, I'm going to show you how you can figure out all the things that it can do. And the first thing I would do if I was building something is just go in here in plugins. And you can essentially just click here on browse all to see all the possible things that these AI agents can connect to. And these are essentially ready built connectors that Base 44 has built for you, where you just have to essentially tell it to connect to. You can just tell it to use the LinkedIn connector, use the Outlook connector, the GitHub connector, Slack connector, whatever. And then it is essentially going to go through a flow where you're going to authenticate with one of these tools and connect to this AI agent. So if you need ideas, I would first just go through here, see which one of these you use, then think about, okay, I use Slack. What could I automate using AI for my Slack workflow? And that is essentially how you can come up with ideas. And we're going to use several of these in this video as examples. But with that, we You can see that this build is happening. Gmail is already connected. And then anytime if we want to see exactly what is happening behind the scenes, we can click in here and it's telling us the plan. It will build me an email action entity which tracks every email, needs a reply or action with priority status, reminder dates and AI drafted replies, email action scanner, daily email digest, reminder checker, etc. And here we can see that it is finished. So now that we're connected to my email, I can essentially just ask it, for example, what needs my attention? And then I can scan my emails and come back with a response. And it's telling me that he has started watching for new emails, but he hasn't had the chance to process anything yet. So here I'm gonna tell it yes, do a scan. And here it has now scanned through my emails and came up with some priority items. So this is a high priority email. I'm gonna blur these just for privacy, but essentially identified a high priority email, a medium priority one, and some low priority ones. And then it told me everything else was promote, order confirmations, automated statements, and unsubscribed receipts. Now you can talk to this AI through this chat over here. But what I find an even better way that's even more convenient is I can actually connect it to, for example, to my WhatsApp or my Telegram or iMessage. So here, if you just click on connect to WhatsApp, and then I use my WhatsApp on my phone to scan this, or I can just click over here. I can open WhatsApp and then I can talk to this directly here on WhatsApp. So you just need to send this automated message to essentially activate it, and we can see that we are connected. So now, let's say I wake up in the morning, I grab my phone, I don't feel like going through all my emails. I can just tell it, give me an overview of all latest emails received, and it is now typing, and after a few minutes it comes back to me with a very similar report as I saw before. So all I need to do within the Base44 app is build the agent, and after that I can just use WhatsApp or Telegram or whatever to talk to it. Also cool about this agent is that it can even write draft emails. So let's say we can take this high priority email over here, we can tell it write a draft to the Signe email saying that I am no longer interested. Do not send it, just write a draft into my drafts folder for me to review. So I can get it to write out a draft, and then later I can review it, modify it, and then actually send it. Or I could also get the AI to actually send it, although I probably don't trust the AI to go and directly send the emails without me verifying it. So this is how I prefer to use it. And now we can see that it is done. And if I go to my Gmail, to my drafts, we can see that the draft has indeed been written. And there's many other things you can do. Let's say you've received email that are not important. You can tell the AI agent to go and archive messages. Let's say your email is a total mess. You can just tell the AI, go archive everything. And there's many other things you can do. But now I want to move on to the next example, which I'm super excited to share to you, which is a calorie tracker agent. So this is actually an agent that I've already been using. So I'm just going to show you how I built it. And from over here, whenever you want to build a new agent, you can just click in here and create a new agent. And by the way, if you want to rename this to like email agent, you can do that. So you don't need to use the default name. So over here, I've got my calorie tracker agent, which I built earlier. And at the top, I went through the same process to initialize the agent and everything. And then I gave it this prompt. I want to make an agent to allow me to log food I eat, and the agent calculates macros and stores in some database. I should have an URL to view the database with some visuals of how much I am eating. And then it asked me a couple of questions. Do you have macro and calorie targets? So I can actually remember these. And then where do you want to log from? So I said yes, and these are my targets, and this should be modifiable. And I want to log via WhatsApp. And then it gave me this blueprint, so essentially like a plan for the agent, just for me to review. And is using connectors to WhatsApp as well as Nutrionics API, which interestingly, I didn't even have to tell it explicitly to use. It figured out from all the possible connectors which one was actually useful. And then it gave me this build sequence of how it's going to build it. And then there are also skills. I'm going to get back to that in a moment on how you can also give the AI agent skills manually as well. So you can log meal, set targets, daily summary, weekly review, and then data model, operating rules, everything. You can review this essentially. And then I told it the blueprint looks good, build the agent. And again, it told me to connect to WhatsApp here, which I did by just opening WhatsApp. And I in fact have that agent up and running over here. I've been sending it some messages. Then it went ahead and built it, and it built me this dashboard in here, which I can open and then view any meals that I've logged, any calories, protein, etc. And then it's gonna have a brain where it has rules on when I just tell it an item and an amount, it's gonna go ahead and calculate the macros and everything and give them to me. And just on WhatsApp, I can tell it, set my target to this amount, and it will update them. And the way that this is happening behind the scenes is we can go in here on the left to look at all the different things that this agent has. For example, it has access to memory, which is something that AI agents have. For example, here, based on my description, it has built me this memory where it says that Thomas is building a food and macro tracking agent. His nutrition targets are these, etc., etc. So here, anytime you can manually go and modify this memory so that it already has this context for all of the responses that it is going to do. For example, you can tell it, Thomas does cardio each day. So assume total consumption is 200 kcal higher than normal. His age is 28 and weight 72. So with that, you can also tell it to estimate automatically, for example, this calorie target, so you don't necessarily need to give it to it. And there's many things you can obviously add to this memory, whatever is relevant for your application. And then if you have something relevant, you can give it access to files as well by going here on files. You can just upload a file, upload a folder. Let's say you have some previous data about your eating habits or weight logs or something like that. And then over here we have plugins, which we already saw before. And here you could connect to these manually if you want to, or just tell it on the chat, whatever is relevant. And then over here we have skills. So skills are essentially things you can teach this AI agent that are then going to be essentially the abilities that it has to actually do stuff. So there's going to be a bunch of examples over here, which you can also browse. For example, let's say you have a presentation maker agent, or you want it to be able to make a presentation based on all of the data that you give to it. You can use this presentation maker skill to turn a quick description into a polished presentation. Let's say you're building a finance manager application, you can use this financial manager skill for it. Let's say you're building an agent to log expenses and spending and things like that. It has this expense logger skill. So this is also another thing that you can explore to give more abilities to your agents. And then what's also interesting is we have these workflows. So what is really cool is that if I go back to my conversation, I can tell it something like this, which I'm gonna just try again here. Send me a reminder I'm just gonna do in 1 minute for demonstration purposes on WhatsApp to log today's food. And I could also set this, for example, send me a reminder every day at 9 p.m. on WhatsApp to log today's food, so that if I forget to log my food, I can get the agent to actually remind me. But for now, I'm just gonna do this in 1 minute to demonstrate to you how this works. I'm just gonna tell it that, which again, I could also just do directly on WhatsApp. And here we can see that it has created me the reminder, and we can always find any active reminders or anything like that by going here on workflows and going on active. We can see that on this date and this time, it is set to run this workflow. This is what it's called, to essentially remind me to log my food. And I believe in 1 minute, we should be receiving this reminder. And over here, we can see that we have just received a reminder from our agent. I'm just gonna show it over here. Hey Thomas, quick nudge to log any food you've eaten today that isn't tracked yet. And just to show you how I've actually been using this. So here on my WhatsApp chat, for example, I had this meal which I ate on Saturday. I just sent it a picture and told it calories in this Turkish Iskender kebab. It thought for a minute and then came back with a breakdown. Obviously, this is just going to be estimates because you can't know exactly the weights and everything like that. The more information you can give it, the more accurate it's going to be. But in many cases, this is a good enough estimate. So it came back to me that this probably had 790 calories. And before logging it, it's asking me if I want to log it, and then I can tell it, yes, please log it, and then it's going to log it, which I will be able to view right here on my dashboard. So this is much quicker than using something like one of those apps where you have to manually like search the food and grams and everything like that. This is a much better way to do it. So you can essentially automate this entire process and just talk to it directly on WhatsApp or whatever messaging platform of your choosing. With that, let's get into the third AI agent example, which is going to be a bill split agent. So there is this cool app called Splitwise, which I used to use when I was in university and I was living in a shared house with a lot of my friends. Essentially, anytime there were expenses that we had to split between us, it could be very cumbersome to try to remember these by heart. So we would use this application, which mostly we would use on the phone, but I've just got the web version over here, where whenever there's an expense, let's say I paid £40 for dinner, which we were supposed to split equally between the two of us. So I would just add it on the app over here, which shows up for all of us. And then this is just an example group, but you get the idea. My friend would then see on their end that there is the expense that they have to pay. But it might be annoying to always have to remember to open this application, manually log these numbers, and then whenever you pay, you would have to then again open the application, go and settle the bill and everything like that. But with these Base44 agents, you can actually create an agent that has access to Splitwise, because Splitwise is actually one of the available connectors available. So we're gonna build this right here. Again, we're gonna choose personal assistant. We're just going to skip this over here because we don't need any of these connectors. And then over here, we're going to tell it to make an agent that connects to my Splitwise connection and allows me to obtain information about expenses and submit new ones. So we're going to submit that prompt. And while it is waiting, we're going to rename this Bill Split Agent. And here we can see that it has figured out that Splitwise has a native OAuth connector, and I need to just authorize it first. And here are the permissions that I'm going to be giving it. So I can click here on connect, and then it is going to take me automatically to the Splitwise connector. I'm just going to click on authorize, and then it's going to load for a while. And after that, we're going to be connected. So now we can see that Splitwise is fully connected and working. And here it's listing the things that it can do. And here, given that I have a group called Coders with 2 members with this one expense over here, just to test this, I'm gonna ask it, can you see the group Coders? If so, how many members are there and what are the current unsettled expenses? And indeed, you can see that we have got 2 members, myself and my other account, because this is a test group. Current unsettled balance for me, I am owed £20 owed by the other Thomas, and that is the only unsettled expense. And here are the details, which is indeed correct. So now, again, if I were to connect this via WhatsApp or whatever messaging app I'm using, I would never actually need to open Splitwise, because let's say expense was now settled by my friend. I can just tell it, please settle the expense, just like that. And it says done, the £20 bill has been settled in the Coders group. And if we go back here and we refresh, indeed, we can see that it has been settled. And similarly, let's say we just had dinner with my friend and we had an expense of whatever, 50. Instead of having to open up the Splitwise application, I could just talk to my AI agent, which I would just be doing through WhatsApp when we're still on the go. I would daily make new expense called dinner for 50 paid by me, split equally. And then it is going to go ahead and create this expense. And here we can see that done, expense created in the Coders group, dinner, you paid the full 50, split equally. And if we go in here, we can indeed see that there is this expense paid by me, where I lent the other Thomas 25. So these are just some ideas. Again, the point here is not that you will build these exact AI agents, although you can if they are relevant to you. What I would encourage you to do is to go to Base44, open up these plugins, go search what it can connect to give an idea of all the things that it can do, see which ones you use, and then to think about things that you do that are somewhat repetitive with all of these platforms. And then you can go and connect to one of them and tell Base44 to build an AI agent to automate the boring things in your life. These are just some examples. But with that, I hope that now you have an idea of what AI agents are, what they can do, and how easy they can actually be to build. With that, now it's your turn. Go and build your AI agents to automate your life. Thank you for Base44 for sponsoring this video, and I will see you in the next video.